Okay, so I started making this video yesterday, but I got interrupted. I think some of it's salvageable, so I have one word with which to describe today's episode, and that word is ah! That was funnier in my head. Okay, so the new intro was so great. I loved it. I was pumped. It made me pumped for the episode, as if I wasn't already. Alright, Connie singing? Connie singing. She's so beautiful and incredible and just my beautiful, sweet daughter, and I just need to protect her, and I just need her to sing in every episode from now on, please. So much singing, like Steven and Pearl and Connie this episode. So much singing, more singing, please. I usually hate it when they sing in cartoons, but I love this. Connie is such an intense nerd. Like, even in the beginning, she was like, I'll defeat you, you evil birds, and I love it. I always think it's funny when Steven speaks in third person, like, Steven has an idea. I love that. I thought it was kind of weird when she was like, oh, Connie, you're too young to sword fight, because she was all about trying to teach Steven to sword fight before the whole dying thing happened. Maybe she learned from that? Then she's like, nah. Crying time. Sorry, I wrote notes, and I just wrote the words crying time, and I'm not entirely sure what that was in reference to, but maybe it was just the whole episode. The arena is so cool, like, new place. It's got diamonds on it. Nice. I mean, like, not actual diamonds, but, like, you know, the diamond symbols. I like that very much. Connie's hair in the braid, so good. I think it's interesting that Pearl automatically assumed that when Connie said she wanted to be sword fight, she automatically decided that Connie was going to be a knight and that Steven would be her liege. She didn't say, so, do you want to be, like, a knight or what? And, like, theoretically, if you were a knight, who would you want to protect? She's just like, your one goal in life is to protect Steven. That is all that matters. And Connie's like, can you teach me how to hold a sword, please, ma'am? No, it's not her mom, it's Steven's mom. Steven just shrieks at the HP. What is the HP? What did I write? HP. Hit points? Steven shrieks at hit points. No. Do it for her. Do it for her. Do it for Rose. Do it for her. Do it for her. I'm just gonna keep repeating this. Pearl is so gay. Pearl is so gay for Steven's mom. Pearl. If anybody before thought that Pearl Rose wasn't canon, they are definitely proved wrong now. Seriously though, it was pretty messed up that Pearl's basically, like, she starts out just wanting to help out this kid, but now she's, like, training a child soldier and brainwashing her, telling her she doesn't matter, and it's so upsetting, but I think she kind of forgot that Connie's a human child, but even if she was an adult, or even if she was a gem, that would still not be okay. Those things she said to Connie, and Connie just didn't even question it. Like, okay, yes, Steven's my everything. I'm nothing without him. I'm nothing. That's harsh. Steven's book, How to Talk to People. Yeah. Thanks, Mom. There's that. There's the part that I made yesterday. Alright. So what didn't I cover? Oh yeah, Steven freaking out at Hollow Pearl. I wrote it down and then later I went to read it and I couldn't read it, but now I remember. HP stands for Hollow Pearl. You just bam, bubble, and I don't know, I'm kind of surprised that Pearl was willing to use Hollow Pearl again, but I guess she's okay with it. She doesn't mind getting stabbed, but it's actually a pretty dangerous program. If it were me, I would not be letting children play with Hollow Pearl. Steven's reactions in this episode, I think, were very similar to what the audience reaction was meant to be, or at least what my reaction was, of being very upset by Pearl's brainwashing of Connie and Pearl's projecting her own low self-esteem onto Connie, and even Pearl's low self-esteem in and of itself is very sad, and I think Steven really embodied all those emotions. I want to know what Garnet's joke was. Like, yes, Garnet is the master of comedy, but I just want to know her joke. And I love Amethyst coming in. Oh, hey, Steven, why are you standing there all sad like that? Like, sometimes I need somebody to be there for me and say that. But sometimes it would make it worse, so, just... Friends, if you're watching this, please read my mind and decide when to try to help me and when to just leave me alone. That would be nice, please. Stevani. Steven and Connie's movements were so in sync. And just incredible, and I think that it was almost like they were dancing, and I think that we will definitely see Stevani again in the future. I think they will definitely be an asset if there's another battle or another, action. Yes, definitely Stevani. I had guessed it before, but now I'm even more sure and even more set. And seeing the shield again was so good. He seems to have more of a control over it now and being able to summon it at will. And I was happy to see the shield. This episode overall made me very happy, and by happy, I mean not happy, but that part made me happy. Oh, and another thing, this is just kind of a side note, but I thought it was strange that I thought it was strange. Thought it was strange that Hollow Pearl said Steven was an unregistered challenger, because he's fought her before. So I don't know what that was about. Maybe Pearl, tried to take him out so that she wouldn't attack him again. But she apparently didn't, get that fixed 100% because it still attacked him. And I just loved the ending. I loved them bonding and Pearl realizing that all the things that she had felt about herself and all the things that she had imbued in Connie were wrong, and that's not what Rose would have wanted for her, and that's not what Steven wants for her, and that's not what Connie wants for herself or for Pearl, and that's just so important, and realizing that Connie and Steven are going to be there for each other, it was so important. And then I just loved her at the end being, oh, this is going to be so fun. Like, that was a great ending line for this emotionally devastating episode. And then we have today's episode, Rising Tides, Crashing Skies. All of my predictions were wrong! Everyone's predictions were wrong! It was a total killer episode and I loved it! I mean, it was mediocre at best, but it was just such a nice break, and I don't know. A lot of people don't like Ronaldo for some reason, but I think I find him very endearing, especially in this episode, and I like Ronaldo. I think it's good that before he was kind of like thinking of Steven and the gems as totally normal, and was very disappointed to find out that all the weird stuff was Steven, because he considers Steven to be mundane. He considers crystal gems to be mundane, but he seems to have completely dropped that mindset in this episode, and definitely thinks they are weird and that is bad, but then he realizes that they are weird and that is good, because he wants to keep Beach City weird.